Okay, so today we're working on lesson 1-4 and we are learning how to count on using a number line. So all of our problems today, some you'll just have problems like this, but I would still like you to use the number line while you're working them. All right, so for our first problem, it is 5 plus 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to start at the 0 and we're going to go to our 5. So that's our first number, 5. And then we are going to count on 2. So we're going to go 1, 2. So 5 plus 2 equals, class?
7.
Good job. Okay, does everybody see how I did that?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do a couple problems together, and then I'll let you try to do some problems on your own. All right, so let's take problem number 4. Jack, how would you solve problem 4? What would you do?
Count 1 to 17.
Okay, so how am I going to do that?
Start at the 0.
Okay. Am I going to count 17? What am I going to do?
Go all the way to 17.
So I'm going to start at 17, and then what am I going to do?
Count on 3 more.
3, and I loved how you used count on. So 1, 2, 3. So 17 plus 3 equals,
20.
very good. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, let's try number 3, Mary. So what would we do? 1 plus 8, what would we do?
We would start at 0 and count, or go all the way to 8.
Go all the way to the 8, okay,
And then count on 1 more.
and count on 1. So we have 8 plus 1 equals
9.
9, which also is 1 plus 8, right?
Yes.
That's our related family. That's what we were doing yesterday. So the problem is 1 plus 8, but you showed 8 plus 1, which is awesome because what we want to do, just as you would count in your head or however you would count, you normally take the greatest number and then you add on the rest. So instead of starting with 1 and then trying to add 8 to 1, you could take 8 and just add 1, which is so much easier, right? So very good on that. Okay, so this is what you guys are going to be doing for these problems. Using your number line. Okay, you have one here you can keep referring to. I know you could probably figure them out without the number line, but the whole idea is to practice using the number line, okay? That goes for my distance learners too. All right, so I want to show you, we're going to do a word problem, and then I want to show you another problem, and then I'm going to let you practice on your own. So just give me a minute, I want to turn this. Okay, so we'll do these two together. So it says, a scientist sees 2 frogs in a pond. Then she counts 6 more frogs. How many frogs does she see in all? And then you're to draw arrows on the diagram to show how to count on to find how many frogs in all. So just to practice our cubes, what would we do first? Connor?
First, you would write cubes, and then you would underline. Wait, then you would circle 2 and 6.
Okay, we would circle the 2 and the 6 because those are our key numbers. Okay.
And then you would circle, and then you would box in more
Okay.
and in all.
Excellent job. More. And then in all. And then,
And then you would underline how many frogs does she see in all.
wow, that's awesome, Connor. Thank you. Okay, so we circled our numbers, our key numbers. We underlined how many frogs does she see in all. we boxed our key action words, and now we're going to evaluate. We'll look at everything that we just did, and then we're going to solve. Now, why did we box more? What is that telling us? Who can tell me what that's telling us? Juju.
It's telling us to use the number line.
But is it, what is more, if we're saying then she counts 6 more, what are we doing?
We are doing.
Is it telling us that we're adding or subtracting? Okay, so by having more, that tells us that we're going to add our numbers together, right? And what does in all mean? What is that telling us? Connor.
That's telling us that both of the numbers, when you stick them together, they will make the answer.
Excellent, Connor. Yeah, so we're going to take the 2 numbers, we're going to add them together, and we're going to get our answer. So, showing on the number line, how are we going to show this on the number line, Juliana?
You're gonna go to 0 and bring it to 6,
Okay,
and then we're gonna go 2 more.
1, 2, and what's our answer?
8. And
So
you're
we
gonna-
know that 2 plus 6 equals,
8.
good job, guys. I like how, and I love how you're taking your larger number first, even though there were 2 frogs and then 6 more joined them, so that was very good. Okay, and then number 19. Explain how you can count on to find the missing number in the equation. So here's our missing number, plus 12 equals 14. Okay, so on a number line, how would you explain that? Who would like to try that? Miles, you want to try it?
Start on 12
Okay, so we're going to start on the 12.
and add 2 more.
Okay, but we don't know that, right? Because we don't know what this is. But what will we do? We're going to count on, start on 12, and then we're going to count on to what number?
To 14.
To 14. Okay? And then we would find how many we had to count on. So if we, oops, if we started at the 12, right? Oh, this only goes to 10.
Here, you can write it.
Okay, this is my Cricut number line. Okay, so we're starting at 12, and then we're gonna count on till we get to 14, and we know that it took us 2 to count on, right? So that's what we would put there. So start on the 12, count on to 14. Love it, Miles, very good. Okay, and then, so these are our 2 word problems that we just went through. All right, and then I want to show you one more word problem because it's a little tricky. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Okay, so this is on your very last page, the page that says homework. And it's your write about, number 12. So it says, there are 9 turtles and 11 fish in a pond. 1 more turtle jumps in to swim. How many turtles are swimming now? Explain how you found the answer. So, when we use cubes, what numbers are we going to circle? Before we circle our numbers, let's go ahead and underline our question. So what is our question, Corey? How many turtles are swimming now? Okay, so what are we going to circle? Stephen, what are we going to circle?
We're going to circle 9 and 11.
Okay, so you want to circle 9 and 11. Okay? Is that it? Are you going to circle anything else? There are 9 turtles and 11 fish swimming in a pond. 1 more turtle jumps in to swim. How many turtles are swimming now? Do we want to circle any other numbers? Eli?
1.
1. We have to circle 1. So this, it's still a 1, it's just spelled out instead of seeing the actual digit, it's spelled out in word form, okay? So you still have to circle those because those are still part of the question. All right, so the question is, how many turtles are swimming now? Connor?
There is 21 turtles swimming.
Okay, so Connor says there are 21 turtles swimming. Does anybody have a different answer? Mary, just give me your answer. What did you come up with? You came up with 10? Okay, so we have 21 and then one other said 10. Okay, so let's look at this again. See, this is why we really got to pay attention to what our problem is saying and what the question is asking us. So the question asks, how many turtles are swimming now? We have 9 turtles. We circled 11 fish. Do we need these 11 fish? Did that question ask anything about fish? No. So this is what's called extra information. And we don't need that extra information because it has nothing to do with our question. So these problems will trick you. So you got to be really careful. 9 turtles, 1 more turtle jumps in to swim. How many turtles are swimming? So Mary was able to figure that one out. So we have 9 plus 1. Your 9 turtles plus your 1. Okay, so really pay attention when it's got 2 different objects, whatever they are. If the question doesn't mention it, you just want to cross that out. That's called extra information, and they will trick you. All right, any questions on that? That's why I wanted to show it to you, because some were already doing that. All right, we are good. Distance learners, if you have any questions, please let me know. And make sure you use your number line. Bye.